both sides who've had good starts to the season, both sides who haven't won in their last 3 games, and 2 sides who want to get back on track to not ruin the good starts they've made to their campaigns.
I look at Halle, Adam, and the money they paid for him. What a player, 45 million?
Yeah, 40-odd million.
I just don't see that in him.
No, but he is their top scorer this season. 7 goals, 3 in the league, 4 in the
For me, you know, he plays up there, but he's not effective enough for me.
Doesn't do enough through 90 minutes, does he? As Ward-Prowse plays it, looking for Adams in behind Creswell. He's onside at the moment. On the right of the penalty area, chips it back to Ings. Dummies the shot, looking to try and line it. Gone through 2 and scores on his return to the Southampton team. And then the flag goes up. Why it didn't go up when Shea Adams collected it when he was running through, I do not know. The linesman let it all play out. There could have been 3 tackles after that ball went to Adams. Somebody could have got injured. Anything could have happened, but the linesman flags eventually.
Adam, I've said it to you before. I don't like the delay. You know, surely a linesman's there. He makes his mind up. When the ball's played, is the man onside or offside?
If you weren't aware, the Southampton manager is absent tonight. Member of his family contracting COVID, and he is self-isolating. 0-0, and it really has 0-0 written all over it. 35th minute, and I'm sorry for the repetitive noise you're getting in your ears that I'm getting as well. If you're getting it at home, the purring noise. It's not a cat on heat. It's our piece of kit somewhere, which I'll fix at half-time, hopefully. Walker-Peters, midway inside the West Ham half, going forward. Now he's found some space for Walcott. It's good play. Low ball to the 6-yard box, and the little flick effort with the inside of the right boot from Ings went straight to Fabianski. And linesman, the contact
linesman had his flag up as well.
Again. Fornals turns it to the edge of the penalty area over his shoulder. Half cleared away. Soucek picks it up. Tall, slender figure. Leads a 4-0 up at West Bromwich Albion. As Fredericks half tackled by Genepo, another has a go at him, still got the ball, pulled back by Yarmolenko, headed up into the box by Fornals and then headed down by Fredericks, who was up there, and he headed it straight at McCarthy at his near post. That could be the first effort on target of any real worthiness, Dave.
Yeah, probably the best attack we've had so far, really. But there's no sparkle in the game for me. Team's happy to keep possession and play forward, but not really threaten.
1 minute of stoppage time. Can't come quick enough, everybody, but that doesn't mean I want you to desert us. I'm sure it'll get better in the second half, but we'd rather not pretend it's great. It isn't. Romeo clashes on halfway with Haller. No free kick either way. Referee says play on, or eventually signals some sort of advantage as Fredericks hurries over halfway to Yarmolenko. On that right-hand side, faced by Moussa Genepo, comes in field, plays it to Declan Rice, ahead of the centre circle. Good balls twisted out to this left-hand side by Rice to Creswell. West Ham switch play. Fornals has come close, looking for a return ball, and gets it, and both Southampton defenders were sucked into the ball. Fornals from the left, pulls it back into the penalty area, touch from Ward-Prowse, it's poor, and Lanzini fires it just over. I tell you what, the 2 mistakes from Southampton, and they got away with it in the end there, because Lanzini can finish those shots on the turn normally. That's a goal kick, and that's the end of the first half. Dave Merrington.
But just looking at that play down the left-hand side there, when Creswell played that ball on, the man wasn't tracked at all. Sometimes you've got to follow your man when the ball's being played. Both players have got thrown to the ball, and as that ball's played on, it just wasn't tracked at all.
Trying to make something happen. Ward-Prowse dinks it into the penalty area, feigned the shot. Fredericks half away. Yarmolenko's going to give it away to Genepo, and now he can turn and run at a defender. Genepo into the box, couple of step overs, little nutmeg through to Adams. He couldn't control. Ogbonna did well, and then Stevens is fouled by Haller, who had 2 nibbles at him. Referee says free kick. Southampton take it quickly. Substitutes preparing.
Doesn't hold enough up, Haller, up the front.
No.
I mean, the defenders come straight through him. They read the situation, took it up. He's got to be first to the ball.
Romeo
there.
Between 2 defenders finds Walcott. Good close control under pressure. Spreads it out wide to the right to Walker-Peters. Walcott continues his run down that right. It's good play in towards Adams. Good header by Fredericks, who come in with him, but the ball's still in the penalty area on the right. Walker-Peters to Walcott, back to Romeo, who smashes it right-footed on the instep over the crossbar by Miles and into the chapel end, and we're going to have the first substitution of the evening, Dave, which is Shea Adams. coming off. He's hardly missed a minute, Dave, to be fair. And so Ings, they're obviously not worried about Danny Ings' fitness, Dave, if they're keeping him on after that little problem. And Shea Adams gets a break. Ward-Prowse has it and can only go backwards as Rice comes out of his position to close him down, but then Rice disappointed. They've allowed Walcott a free go and he hits one from distance, and that's the first real test for Fabianski. It was hit from a long way out but by Theo Walcott, fully 25 to 30 yards, but it bounced in front of the keeper and he did well.
It took us 62 minutes to get a real shot in and test the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And that's the point I'm trying to make at him. Sometimes your players, you know, you've got to look and say, in 10-minute spells, how much have we threatened the goalkeeper?
Romeo has Walcott square, 35 yards out, turns and runs at the defence. Rice going back with him. Still they've got the ball, Southampton. Walker-Peters with the shot, straight at Fabianski, who just goes down to the floor and gathers it. Not enough power, but again it's Walcott, Dave, the one creating the problem, picking the ball up, turning and running at the defenders. Haven't seen enough of that from players.
No, like I said earlier, he's been the one threat that Southampton, one exciting threat that Southampton have had tonight.
Both these sides need a win, really, to keep up their attempts and ambitions to be punching above their weight and pressure in the top six. Poor ball from Jack Stevens, giving it away. Now West Ham can attack and they've got Southampton going backwards. Ben Rama to his left as Fornals puts it in. Ball down from Soucek. Might have controlled it with his arm, but he should have got a shot
That's
away.
That's great covering that from Bertrand.
Oh, very important touch. If that didn't hit Soucek's arm, it's a vital touch because the ball was given away poorly by Romeo and Soucek knows where the goal is.
He's made a difference, Ben Rama, and he's come on, and now they've got Boyne to handle.
Yeah.
And the other one up the front, I think they've carried him tonight, Haller, for me.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't surprise me if they pull him off as well.
I guess David Moyes is thinking Bertrand did really well with the clearance. David Moyes might be thinking it's a freezing cold night. Antonio's had a hamstring. I'll only bring him on if I have to. Romeo brings it over halfway. Should be one of the freshest players around, having had Boxing Day off to have what he told me last week would be duck and orange for Christmas Day, for his Spanish Christmas Day food. Promised me a doggy bag, but I haven't seen it. Stevens, crossfield ball, crucial touch. And then Fornals did brilliantly, Dave. I mean, one to pluck that crossfield ball out the sky to stop it getting to Walker-Peters, and then to clear it. You don't really associate the Spaniard with his defending, but that was a terrific cutout from Fornals, from Stevens. Excellent diagonal ball. I think David Moyes has sent 3 attackers on. Should show his team. That's a sign of intent, and Antonio heads it on. It's then helped on. Bowen has it in the penalty area on the left, tries to cross it, headed up by Stevens, but not away. Might be a chance, and Ben Rama, I thought, had to score, and somehow he's kicked it straight at McCarthy, who is grateful to land on it, and it's still 0-0, but surely Ben Rama had to score.
I'll tell you what, Antonio's been on minutes, and he's had more of an impact than Haller's had all the game.
Yeah. But how did Ben Rama
let off there for Southampton?
How did he not volley that in, Ben Rama? In front of the keeper almost. The ball's nodded. He's got a touch on it. It's actually a fantastic save by McCarthy.
Good play
His hand
from
goes
West Ham,
up.
that.
Ben Rama's got headed it and then volleyed it, and he's hit it at the keeper, who spread himself well. Both got one more game to go, of course.
You just wonder whether the Christmas periods took its toll, or...
Yeah, I mean, they've both got very difficult games. They've both got the Merseyside teams next: Southampton, Liverpool, Everton for West Ham. If neither of them win those, they then go into the FA Cup, and maybe they can come out of that 2 weeks having rested some key players with a bit of freshness. But West Ham have a free kick here late on. Physio's thinking of coming on. Soucek's brought down by Romeo, I think. There might be a clash of heads here. So West Ham have this free kick about 8 yards inside the Southampton half, out on the right, deep in stoppage time. Creswell takes it short, having sent everyone up from the back. And Romeo wants to come back on. The ball sent in by Fredericks. I mean, that's a terrible use of that set piece. The last kicks of the game.
Absolutely wasted.
You've got big men up from the back. The time's running out. And Andy
look
Madley,
at the time on the clock,
does put us out of our misery. It has finished Southampton 0, West Ham 0.